नमस्ते विद्याओं, माय नेम इज दीपक गंगवा, स्टूडेंट ऑफ ज्योति विद्यापीठ वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी। तो आज की क्लास में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे ओनरशिप एंड कस्टडी ऑफ वर्किंग पेपर्स एंड रिकॉर्ड्स। ऑल स्टेटमेंट्स, रिकॉर्ड्स, शेड्यूल्स, वर्किंग पेपर्स एंड मेमोरेंडम prepared by the registrant or a partner, shareholder, officer, director, member, manager, or employee of a registrant incidental to or in the courses of rendering professional services to a client while a registrant are and shall remain the property of the registrant, except in the case of express arrangement, uh, in the case of an express agreement between the registrant and the client to the contrary. Second, the report submitted by the registrant to the client. Third one, records that part of client's records. Okay. Now, without the consent of the client or the client's proposer, representative or assignee, no statement, record, schedule, working paper, or memorandum may be sold, transferred, or bequeathed to any other than surviving partners, stakeholders, or members, or new partners, new stakeholders, new members of the firm, or any combined or merged firm, or successor in interest to the firm. Now, C is third one is on request with reasonable notice, a restraint shall timely furnish to a client or former client a copy of the restraint working paper to the extent that the working paper includes record that would ordinarily constitute part of the client's records and are not otherwise available to the client. Second one, any accounting or other records belonging to obtained from a behalf of the client that the restraint removed from the client premises or received for the client's account. The restraint may make and retain copies of these documents if they make if they from the basis of work done by restraint. The restraint of firm shall maintain all records pertaining to any legal action initiated against the restraint or firm for a period of 3 years after the resolution of the action. On request, the restraint of the firm shall timely furnish all records pertaining to legal action for the board. For the purpose of the subsection, legal action means any civil or criminal lawsuit or state, United States territory, or federal administrative proceeding where the allegations against the restraint of firm are violation of accounting and auditing standards that result from negligence, gross negligence or reckless conduct, dishonesty, fraud, misrepresentation, breach of fiduciary duty, and the supersession or revocation of the right to practice before the Federal Securities and Exchange Commission. Last one, except as provided in subsection D of this section, does not require restraint to keep any work beyond the period prescribed by any other applicable statutes. I hope you have understood all these things. If you have any doubt, you can ask in comment section, and you can ask your doubt in live session also. So that's all for the today's class. Thank you very much.